It's a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Freak. Good on the triple. Freak's got 5 now.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
He hits both from the stripe. And let's take a moment to hear a little bit from Josh Smith about his development throughout his NBA career. Kind of hear that growth in his voice, don't you think? And it's interesting to hear Josh Smith talking about getting introspective. Substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Zhang comes in for John Lure. Levine's checked in for Derek Favors. And so a pretty lot.
Kevin, you obviously.
Oh, but get the fuck off it. You ain't fucking with cheese.
And as we begin the second half, first half left. Minnesota making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Towns. John Lure comes in for Derek. So for Oklahoma City right now, Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Hardaway. And it's Durant in at the small forward. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Clippers. And for Minnesota, Freak, he's in at point guard. Zhang is out there with Favors. Then there's Kersey, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard position.
Is it limited?
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
And for Oklahoma City. So no problem for Oklahoma City.
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here, certainly. But can you describe or put a value on the contributions of your teammates?
Well, it's a team game. Everybody has to come to play. Everybody played hard in the second half. We stuck together, so we just got to continue to do that.
A solid all-around effort. Thank you so much. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, Kevin Durant. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the... And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
Took on a man.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, you
Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. We'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports for Minnesota. We've played just over a minute here in the first. So the Lakers 5 right now. Ennis out there with Williams. Then it's Julius Randle. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. He was all alone on that one. And it's 7 points for Williams.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Money. His last outing, he had 8 points. From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Picked by Randall. Lets it go with a three. Ennis misses. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Low block shot on the way. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Timberwolves have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Here's Williams, and it's blocked. Here's Money. 5 points in the game. Right through the D for the layup. Money's got 7 points in the game.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys, and he made it look easy that time.
On defense, Minnesota. They trail by 1. Here's Ennis. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Derek Favors. Lakers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Derek Favors. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Grizzlies.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game, but at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time, but as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
Now here's Ennis. Defense right on him. Arthur passes to Bass. And again, the Lakers no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Here's Money, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that is a major league.
Shifty. Oh, where he going? Oh, fall for that pick. I'm only 5'7" dunking on a 6'4".